All right, here we go, guys, and the spring edition of Picking Boats by the Side of the Road. I'm back in my hometown of Mattituck in eastern Long Island on the beautiful North Fork, and got a lead from an Instagram friend, Dale. And if you're not following me on Instagram, I have a link in the description on my Instagram account. I will follow you back. And yeah, Dale gave me a couple leads. One, he actually gave me 3 leads, but one is a boat that we covered last year, but I'm gonna stop there again and, you know, see why it hasn't sold. It's been a year. And we really screwed up last year when we looked at this boat, and I'll get into that when we get to that boat. But first, we are going to see a boat a skiffy told me in a neighboring town called Cutchogue. That'll be our first stop. Not a lot of inventory. When I have been driving along the normal routes where I see these boats, there just haven't been many for sale on the side of the road, but it's still cold. It's really cold today. It's Saturday, or April 8th or 9th, April 8th, I guess. Tomorrow is Easter Sunday. So happy Easter, happy Passover to all who celebrate. So it's been slim pickings, but we'll see what these 2 boats that I know are there look like. And Dale also said he started seeing at one of the local marinas some boats, pulled out and listed for sale. So we'll stop at that marina as well and see what they got. And, we'll see whether the uncertain economy and the rising interest rates have had any effect on used boat prices. And we'll check back in a minute or 2. All right, we're entering the town of Cutchogue right now. This is just east of where I live. I live in Mattituck. You can see a lot of farmlands and vineyards here. And it's just up the road. We're going to make a right turn and look for this boat that Dale told me about. All right, this is the road the boat's supposed to be on. There's a country club on the left. Let's see. Don't see anything. Let's go down the road a little. Oh boy. And yeah, that skiff was just not there. We're going to speed up the video footage here, but I did drive down this block, made a U-turn, went slow, looking. No skiff to be found. My presumption was on the side of the road and somebody snatched it up. So few boats out there for sale right now, used on the side of the road. So it was on to plan B, which was to look at the boats at Port of Egypt that Dale told me he did see a couple boats there with for sale signs on them. And luckily they were still there, and that's where we're going to go to next. All right, we're in Southold now. Slim picking so far. Here's Albertsons. This is where I keep my boat in the winter. Hopefully they're working on it soon. I have a 3rd week in April launch date. I don't see it anywhere. Let's see any for sale signs here. Yeah, there's a couple boats here for sale at Port of Egypt. So we will stop here first and then go look at that other boat that is allegedly still for sale. And there's 2 boats here. All right. So not a wasted morning. All right, let's see what we got. All right. Looks like we got 2 big Grady Whites here. This one has 250 4-strokes on it. Is this a 28? We'll look this up. It's a Canyon 271. We'll look up on Port of Egypt's website what they're going for. Flip up seat in the back. There's your bilge access. Doesn't look like there's any fish boxes. There's a tackle station right there. Looks like live well over there. Cooler or fish box here. There's a big fish box, kill box in the middle. Does appear to be another live well here. Yep. All right, so it looks like you got 2 live wells on this boat. There's 4 rocket launchers right in the back. 4 more on top. Life jacket storage up there. Electronics box. Here's the head, forward seating. Curious what this boat is selling for. Also has curtains. I mean, this is probably the brand of boat we see out here in Eastern Long Island more than any other boat. Are these Grady's in all sizes, small, large, medium. This is a nice boat. What year is it? Let's see if we can tell the year off the hin. It is a 2012. So my guess, not knowing these prices, twin 250s. These are, I believe, are these the 4.2s? I don't know. I guess they are the 4.2s, the newer block, but we'll see if the if Port of Egypt's website has anything on it. I am going to guess 2 big Raymarine screens there too. Yamaha diagnostics right there in the middle, that white box. I am going to guess 105. That's my guess on this one. Let's see how off I am. And this looks like a newer Grady. Oh, this is not a Grady. This is a Sea Hunt Game Fish forward seating edition. I see the backrests. This looks newer. Twin 150s. So adequate power. I think this would run a little better with twin 200s. There's an integrated boarding ladder. There's a little box here. Nice clean boat. Mezzanine seating, that's nice. Single Raymarine on there. Electronics box up there. Let's see the year on this. Let's check out the hen. It's a 2014. Okay, so this is 8 years old. I mean, it's a beautiful boat. Again, Port of Egypt. Sea Hunt has this flare here. I believe this is 21 degrees, a dead rise. Nice hardtop on it too. There's your access to the head. Try to give it a little panoramic shot. This is way over my head right now, so I have no idea what we're looking at. I'm going to guess a price of 95 on this one. 95. Let's see how right or wrong I am. 95. Nice boat. LED lights in the back, 4 rocket launchers on top. I mean, this is a boat you could fish the bays in, Long Island Sound, Buzzards Bay if you're up in Massachusetts, and if you want to run it offshore on a nice day, you can, absolutely. Take this around the point here in Long Island to Montauk, you can run it to Block. Same with this big Grady. So 227s here, and it's interesting on the power though. I mean, this is going to be a lot heavier than that. Grady's are overbuilt, hence the twin 250s. Not sold. I know folks who have these say they run just fine with the 150s, but again, a 27-foot boat, 300 total horsepower. I probably want a minimum of 400 horsepower on it. I do like this boat though, and they do make, one of the few brands, Sea Hunt, they make their 27 and their 30 with the coffin box in the front instead of that forward seating. If I were buying one, that's how I would set it up. But let's move on. There's my truck. Let's see what we got. Let's go see if that boat from last year is still where I saw it a week ago and where Dale reminded me that it was at.
All right, and how'd I do on those prices? Well, here's the Grady, 99,900. So we'll say 100,000. I said 105, pretty close. The one drawback here, 1,036 hours, I think, on the engines, over 1,000 hours. So not horrific with modern four strokes. I think most folks can get to 2,000 hours if it's properly maintained. One of the big selling features for me on this boat was the layout. I did not realize this when I was looking at the boat. It is not a forward seating model. It is a coffin box model, and you have a ton of fishing room on this boat. Wide beam, 9/6 beam. Awesome boat. Again, hours a little high, something to consider. Now, if we move on to that Sea Hunt 27, you'll see that this one was actually, I guess, 95. This one is about 120. So it's newer and way less hours, 280 hours on the engines. Again, my concern with this one would really be, is 300 horsepower enough to push a 27-foot boat? I think I would have been more comfortable with this boat, me personally, if it had twin 200s or even twin 250s, which some of the 27 Sea Hunts do come with. But there you go. And now it was time to go look for that boat that I reviewed last year that was still allegedly for sale. I had seen it too. And we'll just cut right into me driving and talking about what we saw last year.
All right, we are entering the village of Greenport now, headed further east in the North Fork of Long Island. And I believe this boat we saw last year is somewhere ahead. And let me try and explain my big boo-boo last year. So I looked at this boat last year. It's a yellow panga, and maybe we'll run some footage from the video last year. And there were barnacles all over the boat with growth, some weird like seaweed on it, like a yellow seaweed. And of course, like an idiot, like a true non-boat person, I thought it was exposed fiberglass, that this boat had been grounded so much that the fiberglass got exposed. And of course, 8,000 people said in the comments, no, you're wrong, that's not what it is. So I felt not only like an idiot, but I kind of felt like I was sabotaging the seller by making that claim. I don't know the seller. I was not contacted by the seller or anything like that, but my understanding is it is still for sale up here. It's somewhere up here. So we're gonna slow down. Might be just past the high school. And look at this boat again. And if I recall, it was in the low 30s last year. It had an E-Tech on it. We'll see if there's a price on it, if that price is still accurate.
And hey, much like that first skiff I was looking for, this boat was nowhere to be found. Now, this one I saw with my own eyes. I know it was on this road. I know it was right around here where I was looking. My presumption is it got sold. Great for the seller. Again, I felt bad last year misdiagnosing that yellow hairy stuff. It was growth, not fiberglass. And it got me thinking, why are there so few used boats right now on the side of the road? And how did those two boats, they were there last week and now they're both gone. And I'm thinking with the higher interest rates, it's easier for folks to pay cash for a cheaper boat, a sub $50,000 cash boat, than try to finance a new boat, or even a 25-foot boat will run you $150K or so, and maybe higher for a better brand like an Everglades or a Blackfin. That's my presumption. I think the used boats are going to sell faster right now than the new boats. Let me know what you think, and let me know what you thought of those two used boats we did see. Were they worth the price? Would you pay that much for them? Hope you enjoyed this video. As always, if you like these videos, hit that like button. And if you're not already a subscriber and you like content like this, please consider subscribing.